It's Monday. Yay! Clean slate, start over. Monday, it's a good time to begin, that first day of the rest of your life kind of thing. Monday's a good time to start. Whatever changes you want to make or things you want to pursue, Mondays are a good time. It's like having a New Year's Eve every week. So today we are doing a 30-second mystery. And we're going to jump right into it. The case. A man finds himself surrounded by hostile strangers who literally want a piece of him. He flees, but encounters fierce animals and natural obstacles. Finally, he places his trust in a friendly stranger, only to be betrayed and murdered. The mystery. Who is this man, and who betrays him? This is sounding sad. Okay, the clues. The man is fond of speaking in rhymes. He can't swim, but the friendly stranger can. Before his escape, the man is kept in an oven. The friendly stranger is known for his clever and foxy demeanor. The man is irresistibly sweet. Okay, I'm feeling like I should know this already. There's enough there. The clues are good. And somewhere in my brain, I should know this. Why don't I? All right, 30 seconds. I'm going to think hard. Okay. Time's up. I don't know how you guys did, but I did not come up with the answer. The solution happens to be the man is the gingerbread man who was eaten by a fox. And I'm going to have to admit that I actually don't think I know that story. It's odd. I studied folklore and I wrote essays on children's nursery rhymes and stuff and fairy tales, all of that when I was in school. It was a big part of my history degree was that kind of folktale and nursery rhyme. And I would look at the way stories were interpreted and possibly changed by each generation and each locale and how they were passed on to others. Apparently I missed this one. I've heard of the gingerbread man and I've got a little bit of a song in my head, but I don't know the story. All right. I apologize if I use some giveaway clues. But yeah, speaking in rhymes doesn't sound familiar, at least with gingerbread. He can't swim, but the friendly stranger can. I had no idea. I'm going to go try and find the gingerbread man's story, learn a bit about it, and then I will just go sit in my cave until it's time to be let out again for next Monday. All right, stay safe, listen to your instincts, and let me know what your favorite fairy tale or nursery rhyme is, especially if there's a particular meaning to it that you sense, but you haven't had confirmed by general society. I think we do interpret things, down to modern music. We all interpret through our own lens and our own experience. And a song can be released and mean something completely different to every person who hears it. And it could also be completely different than the person who composed it or performed it. It's the beauty of art. It's so subjective. But with folk tales, with urban legends, with nursery rhymes, there's usually some intent, some message that they are attempting to pass on to the next generation. Often it's warnings about social behavior and what is acceptable or not. The Grimm brothers went around collecting these folk tales, and a lot of people think that Disney came along and sanitized all of them and turned them into these softer versions, which they did. But to Disney's credit, all of their classic movies have some kind of traumatic, tragic event. Disney movies may be rated G, but they have terrifying moments and glimpses of trauma, real trauma. Dumbo, The Lion King, Bambi. It's absolutely terrifying. It's very often the young being separated from their parents or parental figure and having to figure out life on their own and being very vulnerable, whether it is, I wasn't huge on the princesses, but it's there. Most of the classic fairy tale princesses have at least one dead parent, and that shapes whatever comes in their story. But the Disney stories with the animals, Bambi broke me as a kid. They all have, at least all the classics, have very dark, serious moments, usually towards the beginning. I keep thinking about Dumbo right now for some reason. Most of the stories, it's the child losing the parent. But Dumbo, we get to see the mother tortured by her child being ripped away. And if you don't cry, I don't know that you are experiencing human emotion in the way you should be. And you might want to look into sociopathy. But what I was initially trying to say is that the Grimm brothers also sanitized what they collected. They were both Lutheran with very strong religious beliefs. And if a story conflicted with something that they personally felt was important, the story might change when they published it or translated it. There were other people also collecting folklore at this time, and sometimes we can compare directly how they translated it versus other people translating it, and they were definitely guilty of their share of sanitizing. So the further back you go, the more bloody, violent, horrific, and traumatic these stories become. That's a tangent that really serves no purpose. I would love to have people on this path with me, with the things I'm interested in and the things I want to explore. That would make me very, very happy. But I can accept that I might be alone in this world. I have a wonderful partner and a wonderful niece, and my niece has interest in social justice and she has interest in psychology, but neither of them is interested in history or anthropology or true crime or nail art. Basically anything I'm into, I am on my own unless I find people, kind, wonderful people online to come be my friend, hang out. Okay, stay safe, listen to your instincts, and hopefully I will see you next Monday if you didn't find me a little too sad and desperate there. But kind of sucks when you are dealing with chronic illness, so you barely get out of the house. And then when you do, you just don't know anybody. You don't have people to hang out with. You don't have anyone to share the things you're passionate about. Okay. I'll go.